Hi, this is the first slide of 16, so you'll notice the 1/16 over here, or maybe it's 15, um, that are all about teaching contractors how to be smarter buyers. And the reason this particular section is so beefed out is there are a lot of contractor supply distributors out there in many different channels where the contractors chew up a lot of stuff, and but they tend to be very penny wise and pound foolish. I mean, to the point where I have one particular client who said, it's impossible. You cannot teach contractors how to be smarter buyers. Now, again, that's a generalized, awfulized, sensationalized statement. There are 10,000 contractors in the country in a given channel, or thereabouts, let's say, and 5% of them are by definition going to be innovative, entrepreneurial, competent, capable people who could get it. So, clearly there may be a lot of fools, but there are sure, some people that can be helped to be smarter buyers, and on a win-win basis. So my main thesis is if we can get contractors to focus on a very key metric, which I call the uptime ratio. So that's just very simple. When we go out and we bill clients for hours of labor, it's going to be 2 to 3 times whatever the full loaded payroll cost per hour is. So if I have payroll of a couple hundred hours and I can bill out 100 of those hours, I have a 50%. If I can bill out 120 hours out of 200 hours, that's a higher percent. And clearly, it's going to make a huge difference to the money coming into the contracting business as far as paying bonuses, productivity, value-added bonuses, if you will, to the tech people in on their vans, as well as the bottom line. So if a contractor is having trouble attracting and keeping best quality technicians, then obviously paying them more and giving them bonus pay is going to help to retain them, as well as grow the bottom line. The uptime ratio cannot be maximized if the van techs are going to a counter first thing in the morning, at lunchtime, at the end of the day, to buy what they need to go do jobs. They are now spending, instead of billing time, they're spending shopping time, waiting in line time at some place to get stuff. They can't have good uptime ratios if they're in doing a job and they think, oh my gosh, I forgot a tool or a piece of something I need, and they're running back to the van because of miscellaneous oversights. They can't maximize uptime if they're on the job and they realize, oh my gosh, I forgot to buy something. Or I looked on the van, I can't find it. I have to get in the van and drive somewhere to get it before I can come back and finish the job, not on time. It's hard for them to maximize uptime if they get to a job and find out that it's more than, less than, or different than what they were led to believe. So obviously when somebody is calling a contractor to book a job or say I've got a problem, it behooves the contractor to be very good at asking all the right questions to make sure, like a checklist of things, to make sure that they know as much as is possible to increase the odds they can be as prepared as possible to get the job done as quickly as possible and maximize uptime. They cannot maximize uptime if they're buying from a distributor who has only, quote, good service and maybe the best prices. The sad news is the price was the lowest, but we're stocked out of some of the stuff you needed, so we're going to back order it, so you can't do the job you wanted to when you wanted to for the customer that needed it done. Or we have the stuff, we just can't get the right stuff to the right place at the right time with the right paperwork, so our service failures cause you to not get there on time and have the uptime you need. And if we get the higher the uptime ratio a contractor has, then the better all of his service value metrics to his customer are. So we might ask, well, what are the service value metrics that a contractor could sell? And then why is it so highly correlated with uptime ratio? We'll look at that in the next slide. Thanks.